Smashing well. Basically, the wonderful Vladimir Pasjukov is a huge source of inspiration for any low bass. He is the man, the god of he is the god of the low bass. This my phone has a terrible speaker, by the way, but the fact you can actually hear, this is a live recording. G. No star. The critical thing is the way he sings the E flats. There is star, star. And this is not a sensation you can just do, right? This is a trained sound. So, star. The way to do the low larynx stuff is to breathe into your hand. You've got to be very relaxed to start with. Make sure everything's soft, okay? Breathe into your hand. As you breathe in, you let your larynx drop. Because you have to maintain the openness of the throat by the abdomen being engaged. This is the notion of a poggio in Italian opera, but you use the notion of a poggio, that's why it applies to this. So I'm going to use this. No star. I'm trying to do the same breath. No star, no star. See, that's a slightly dug sound because I'm not a bass, but it is an E flat. Now, if I do it a bit higher. No star, no star. Because I'm a baritone, the F is going to sound different. No star, no star. You see how much louder my F is? This is my theory, that every voice that is, well, basically every male voice can do that. That's basically my, unless they're really high, and actually if you're lower than me, i.e. him, or proper bass, that quality on the F will exist on a D. And that's why when you listen to Pasjukov, all his Ds and E flats are massive. Now, actually, the C's sound loud because he has sort of trained them in from the E flat. That's basically how I've interpreted. Because if you listen to, no, but the interesting thing, I can actually make I think I can actually get a lower larynx on E flats, and I'm going to do it through my breath. No star, no star. That's a lower larynx, isn't it? Why? Straight tone. It's a thing about vibrato, that vibrato, it can be not good. I do think possibly at least 10% of opera singers have not trained their vibrato well enough. That's why actually Roy Hamilton and Elvis Presley have a better vibrato. They've got phenomenal vibratos, actually. The vibrato should come from straight tone, actually, because it's very easy for the vibrato to lose the connection to the body. So, or relaxation, more so. No, stop, no, stop. So, in the same way, basically, the quality I have on an E flat, for a lower voice, it's going to be lower. But this is kind of my point. Like, I can sing bottom E flats like I couldn't, a few years ago. Well, I couldn't a year ago, actually. It's because of my low larynx training that I've been able to. And this is a critical thing about singing is your larynx will not drop low enough if you are tense to start with. This area needs to be relaxed. But how do you know? How do you know whether you are relaxed or not? You know. Only you know. I don't know. I don't know if you're relaxed. You need to check in with yourself. Am I relaxed? And actually, a lot of us are carrying tension all the time. We don't even know. We're used to the tension. It's why in a singing lesson, it should be a space for you to completely loosen up. But in order to, this is the sort of paradox. In order to sing well, we have to engage a certain degree of tension. So you start by, this is why, I've learned this thing, I've learned this from a laryngeal masseuse whose name is Anne Coxhead. I did a workshop with her, and basically, fascial release is the thing. So basically, your wrists, so do that, and then wriggle your toes, and then, so she said that you actually get more of a parasympathetic nervous system by your wrists kind of being dropped by your side like this. Oh, no, this is good. This is relaxation, okay? Oh. And you encourage diaphragmatic recoil. So basically, you breathe into your hand. I always say breathe into your hand because it's your way of being aware. And then let go. And then breathe into your hand. And then let go. Breathe into your hand. When you let go of your rib cage, that's diaphragmatic recoil. And if you want a huge ability to breathe, if you want to increase the ability of expansion, you actually have to increase the ability to relax. Because if you fully relax, fully let go, then you actually have more capacity to expand afterwards. No, stop. No, stop. I think the critical thing with Russian is it needs that lovely vibrato. So we don't, oh, he's got it. Vladimir Pasjukov has loads of vibrato, mate. Yep. You don't straight tone Russian music. Russian soul, heart, comes out in the sound. This is why I don't agree with any choir that it uses straight tone solely. I think straight tone, it can be an emotional thing. Oh God, I look for you in the night time. See, I'm not just thinking straight tone. Do you see, the colour comes out by how you sing the text. That should be the function of technique, is it serves the emotion. Not just, I want a sound which is just blanket, bland and just, straight tone. It's horrid. It's actually horrible singing, in my opinion. Like, I would leave. I have no interest in that. It's mechanical. I might as well just listen to like a synthesizer playing a middle C. Like, I'll go and play a keyboard. I'll go and play some, like, I don't know, Deep Purple, like organ solos. Like, I'm not interested in straight tone, unamplified singing, unless it has an emotional impetus. Anyway, this is a long video. I make long videos, whatever, I don't care. Low larynx. The world needs more of it. Listen to Vladimir Pasjukov. This man. This is the Don. Low basses. Go and study this man. We need you to study this man. It's not just me. I've got one student who's learning to sing, who is naturally low bass, and we're studying. Go and do it.